Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Democracy 3. My name, of course, is Upper Potato. Let's continue. We're playing as the Socialist USA, and at the end of the last episode, we were just sort of talking a little bit about who was threatening us, who was fine, are we going to succeed? And right now, I don't know, it could go either way, because liberals are still a little bit annoyed at us, so we need to try and appease them somehow. Perhaps at the expense of religious people, but I do not quite know yet. Euthanasia, for example. Yeah, we could bump this up, and it would piss religious people off, but at the same time, it would save us a little bit of hassle from the liberals. Now, we don't really want to get into a position where the liberals are threatening us. That's not really what we're keen for. I'm going to leave the law unchanged in regards to the public smoking, so that the liberals once again will be appeased by ourselves, and we shall not incur the wrath of the liberals. The Human Rights Society, as I expected, I'm pretty darn certain that they are fed by the liberals. Yeah, exactly. It's fed by the fact that we have liberal people that are very, very annoyed with what we're doing. They don't like homelessness, they don't like ghettos, they don't like nothing. I can appreciate that. I don't like homelessness, and I don't like ghettos either. Unfortunately, diversity quotas for companies are taking a very, very long time to enact, even though it says a delay implementation of 2 turns. So, not super thrilled about that. How are we doing for alcohol abuse? Well, we're doing not badly. We're reducing alcohol consumption, but more importantly, we also ended up putting a little bit more money into our police force, which is going to mean that's just going to be another slight little reduction on alcohol abuse. Now, another policy in terms of the law and order section, or law and order side of the board, which is quite good, in fact, is the community policing. Community policing is very, very good because it's popular with liberals. It reduces crime, it reduces violent crime, it reduces racial tension, antisocial behavior, and alcohol abuse are all destroyed by it. So really, really good to see that is a good policy. Now, limiting automated trading, something I talked about doing in this episode. I said that I would do it in the last one, and I lied, but we're going to get rid of it because there's no need for it. It's a really stupid policy. If I was to remake this game, I would either buff it to make it more darn useful, or I would just get rid of it. I really would just get rid of it, 'cause it's just absolute trash. Yeah, you know, I often think about how I could make this game like a lot better, and I genuinely think that I could make it better by employing some of the stuff that I've learned for playing it for such a darn long time on YouTube. So if anybody actually knows how to make a mod or whatever in a way that we can completely overhaul the game, then I would be totally interested in doing that, because this game is very, very unbalanced, and I would like to balance it in a major, major way. But unfortunately, you know, it's not my game. I didn't make it. You know, it's fine. You know, but I really do enjoy playing it because I really, really love, you know, juggling with all the numbers and whatnot. I think it's really, really cool. So our current cap is 38, so we can quite comfortably head on to the next turn and not waste any of our political capital, which is very, very nice. Banning tobacco adverts, we're going to reject this ban once again to make sure that liberals are a little bit happier with us. Now, what can we get rid of to make sure that liberals do like us? A state religion. A state religion, is this really necessary? A secular state? You know, I think we might actually change this around. I think we might change this into a secular state in the next turn. Yeah, no, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. That's probably what we're going to do at the very, very start. A sweatshop scandal. Okay, liberals don't like us. Okay, this is problematic. Thank God that the vigilante mobs have ended, but genuinely very, very worried about how the liberals are going to react to this. But, you know, we're going to try and change it around a little bit. Try and make sure that we don't have a state religion in place. We want to go for a secular state, increasing equality by almost 10%. That's not bad in the slightest. And increasing the liberal happiness with us. Yeah, the liberals' happiness with us by 10% as well. So overall, very, very nice there. We've got any aggressive groups? Not quite yet, but we do have some Warriors of Gia and also the Black Power Group. I'm annoyed to see that the Black Power Group has really started to establish themselves. I mean, I'm trying my absolute balls off to try and get this ghetto's shit just fuck off, you know, sort of thing. But that's annoying. Now I would imagine, in fact, I don't actually know who feeds into the Warriors of Gaia. Liberals? No, I mean, who is Warriors of Gaia? Conservatives? I mean, trade unionists, perhaps? Trade unionists don't feed into anything. Conservatives? No. Who is it? Who is it that feeds into the Warriors of Gaia? Gaia? I do not know. This is really very, very peculiar right now. I'm checking all of the religious groups to see which one it is. It's not liberals, not environmentalists, self-employed people. No, I don't understand. Like, who feeds Warriors of Gaia? I am a little bit lost for words, I'm afraid. I don't quite understand. And why would they be fed if they were just, if nobody's really annoyed with us? I don't really understand, I'll be frank. I really don't understand that little whatchamacallit, that little group there. But you know what? I'm never going to understand everything in this game. I think we should probably just accept that antisocial behavior is going to be ending next turn. Now, that is going to... It's not going to really do anything. I mean, it's going to reduce crime a little bit, I guess, but not a major issue. Internet crime can only really be solved through the intelligence services because we've got such darn good technology. It is trending downwards thanks to the fact that we introduced high-tech products tax and also the automation tax, but we can't really just rely on it trending downwards, unfortunately. So we're going to need to step up our game, I think, in terms of intelligence services to try and deal with... no, that's not the one. Where is intelligence services? They are around. There we are. Yeah. I mean, it's something I do want to do, but I really don't want to piss the liberals off any more than I already have, but hey-ho indeed. Euthanasia. What can we do about euthanasia? I think we're going to adjust that a little bit. Active euthanasia is going to be coming online very, very soon indeed. Once again, purely just to appease the liberals. Like, it doesn't really matter about the decisions that we make. Narcotics. Can we change the narcotics law around a little bit? I think, you know, we might actually do that. We genuinely might actually do that. If we've got the appropriate political capital, then I don't see any reason to do that. Creationism versus evolutionism. Evolutionism? No, just evolution, potato. Just evolution. Yeah. I think this should be balanced slightly more in favor of the liberals. But, again, it's not a huge, huge deal. Armed policing, however, is a very, very big deal for liberals. They really do not like that. We might scale that back by roughly 50% if we've got the political capital to do so, but again, we might not. I really do not know how much political capital we're going to have to spend. Warning from your minister. Foreign minister, she's tired of serving in your government. You may wish to leave their position and politics altogether. Persuade them. Please their core supporters. Environmentalists and commuters. Wow, what a difficult number. What a difficult couple of groups of people to be sympathetic towards. Okay, so crime is really, really going down very, very fast indeed. How are we doing in terms of money? Because we're still running a surplus, but it's a very, very tight surplus. We have actually managed to pay down a little bit of our debt, so if I'm not mistaken, we're round about the amount of debt that we entered the game on. So I'm fairly okay with that. I'm fairly fine with that. Could be doing a little bit better, but you know, that's a-okay. And not to mention the fact that we are going to eventually solve this alcohol abuse problem, and that's going to save us 50 billion bucks. And that's no small amount of money. Basically, we're not going to be having to pay an extra ridiculous amount for our state healthcare service, which coincidentally happens to be something that I really do want to increase expenditure in. But at the moment, we really just do not have the money. We really do not have the money. And we do not want to piss a whole bunch of people off. In fact, you know what? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. But we just don't have the money to invest in it, I'm afraid. We really do not. As much as it would be great. How's equality looking? How's equality looking? Equality is looking atrocious, now that you mention it. State religion is going to be helping equality. All of the fact that we've got, private pensions, private housing, private healthcare, private schools, that's all really detracting from equality. Sales tax, another tax that is going to be abolished as soon as physically possible. Not to mention the fact that we do actually need to win another election, so we need to stay popular enough. Unbelievably so, we need to stay popular enough to actually win a gosh darned election. Ah, that's very, very, very pesky. Very, very pesky indeed. What can we do to get a little bit more love? Is there anything that people are sort of wanting or abolishing? People really don't like this alcohol law. They don't like the tobacco tax. That's fine. Sales tax, they also don't like. Prison tagging. This is 0% popular. You know what? Maybe we just cancel this policy straight out. You know what? I think community policing is totally going to take the hit for that. Like, community policing will be able to cover the fact that we just cut that policy out. Technology colleges really aren't very popular at all. Armed police aren't popular at all. We're going to keep armed police around for a little bit longer, I think. Inheritance tax, though, increases equality, so we're going to keep that around. Technology colleges, well, it's not essential, really, but you know what? I'm okay with actually getting rid of this, because education and technology, whilst education is really, really important, and I can totally appreciate that, we are going to increase our spending in state schools very, very rapidly, very, very soon. In fact, that's probably something that we should do now. Let's do that now, so we can cover the hit that we'll take from education. Not to mention the fact that it's going to reduce unemployment, and it's also actually going to reduce poverty, which is really, really good. So let's do that now. And then next turn, we'll be much better positioned to cancel out technology colleges, I think. I really do think that is going to be the case. Okay, freedom of information. Let's propose the Freedom of Information Act to make sure that the Liberals are happy with us. You know, we really cannot afford to have these warriors of Gaia, or Gaia, attack us. Like, I'm really not convinced by that. Also, the Black Power group, really annoying, because this is just fucking ridiculous, right? This is absolutely ridiculous. Look at their happiness. Look at how happy they are in comparison to how they were. I'm really trying to get ghettos down. I really am. I really am, but I can't do anything more. I mean, I suppose I could introduce a couple more policies that would probably get racial tension down just by a little bit, but so annoying. High productivity. I did not expect this to happen. I did not expect this to happen in the slightest. Wow, this wasn't meant to happen. But I guess it has happened, so that's great. That's really good. The reason that this wasn't meant to happen is because I am going to be changing the labor laws, right? Because the labor laws effectively determine the working week. Now, these are the labor laws over here. Now, at the moment, they're very pro-employer indeed, which means that it's great for productivity, right? But as soon as we switch it over to pro-union, and you know, make the working week like super fucking short, then that's going to change things around dramatically. But I'm very happy to have this high productivity modifier over here, giving a nice little boost to GDP and making capitalists just that little bit more happy with us, taking them out of the red and into the yellow. Very nice indeed. Now, I still don't know where these fucking warriors of Gaia are coming from. I really have no bloody clue. I figured it out. It is the environmentalists. It is the environmentalists. Apparently there is two groups of people that their anger feeds support for. So the Wildlife Trust and Friends of the Planet, and then it feeds into the Warriors of Gaia. Okay, that makes sense. I can understand that. We need to get pollution down somehow. What about changing our pollution legislation? I mean, we've already got some established pollution legislation. But I really don't want to cap GDP off. Like, I really don't want to do that. You know what? Let's try and appease them through other means. I mean, pollution is still ongoing, but the environment is really crappy. Waste. What about waste? How can we solve our environmental problem through the use of waste? I think this is by far the best way to go about solving our problem. Okay, waste collection. Yes, I suppose increasing waste collection is a way of going about it. You know what? Yeah, increase waste collection. There we go. It's worth it. Absolutely worth it. I think I think we're on the right course. Ban same-sex marriage. I will allow same-sex marriage just because the Liberals are less keen on us than conservatives and religious people are. So I'm quite okay doing that. That's absolutely fine with me. Unemployment going down thanks to the fact that we've got an extra little bit of waste collection going on. Crime continuing to fall. Once again, nice to see that antisocial behaviour has ended a couple of turns ago. Very, very nice indeed. And you know what? We're probably going to be a crime-free society very, very soon indeed. You know, community policing, wherever the hell it is, it's almost padded itself out. You know, there's an extra 2% to go there, and that really is going to help. I mean, it doesn't look like it does a major thing, but it really, really does. And over the next couple of terms, I would quite happily predict that ghettos is going to be ending. Racial tension is going to be going down thanks to community policing once again. So, you know, community policing does reduce crime, right? As we can see, it does reduce normal crime, but the other effects that it has, right, such as reducing antisocial behavior and the fact that it reduces alcohol abuse, they also contribute into the reduction on crime that it has. So it actually, and the reduction on racial tension as well, and violent crime. So the actual effect that it does have on crime is much, much bigger than you see here, all right? That's why it's such a darn good policy, and the reason that I like it. I mean, look at that, for goodness sake. It costs zero political capital to raise the amount of money you're spending in it. So you're really, really very, very much encouraged to put more and more money into community policing, which is fair enough because it's a fantastic, fantastic policy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. This has been Democracy 3, playing as a Socialist USA, and we're doing very, very well. We're going to be going into this third episode, which is, I don't want to say I didn't expect it, but I didn't expect it. I mean, let's put it like that. I did not expect to be going into the third episode in such a difficult campaign to organize. But anyway, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.